Hare Krishna. I'll be speaking about Nandan Acharya. According to both Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrit, Nandan Acharya's father was named Chaturbhuja and he had two brothers, Vishnudas and Gangadas. Chaitanya Bhagavat 3.5.74 and Chaitanya Charitamrit 1.11.43. They were a family of Bhattacharya Brahmins residing in Navdvip. Both Vishnu Das and Ganga Das stayed in Nilachal with Mahaprabhu for a while. Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya all hid in Nandan Acharya's house at one time or another. Nityananda Prabhu stayed at his house while at Navdvip. Nandan Acharya is a branch of the Chaitanya tree that is celebrated throughout the world because two of the Prabhus hid in his house. In the Gaudiya Vaishnav Abhidan, a different family tree is given from Nandan Acharya. The author of that dictionary writes, Nandan Acharya came from a family of astrologer Brahmins. His father's name was Lakshmi Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan had two sons, Nandanacharya and Bhagwan Adhikari Sarvabhauma. Lakshmi Narayan had a reputation as a seer and astrologer. He was present when Mahaprabhu was born. Nandan Acharya is included as a branch of the Chaitanya tree. He was lame. When Mahaprabhu returned to South India, all the devotees were overjoyed to see him. Even though Nandan Acharya was lame, he went ahead of everyone else to perform puja to the Lord. Nandan Acharya came forward with a deep attachment. Though lame, he went to the front of the group of devotees. He came from a family of Shakadweep Brahmins, descended from Shanti Muni, the son of Parashara. He belonged to the Bharat branch of the Vatsya Gotra from Rahra. He lived for some time in the Bahir Khand village near Tarakeshwar in present-day Birbhum before moving to Navdvip, where he made his home in Sri Hatia or Dakshin Para. It is also written in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Abhidan. The Nandan mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrit as the brother of Ganga Das and Vishnu Das is a different person. He is counted as a branch of Nityananda Prabhu. He is a writer of poetry and songs, but little else is known about him. He is not Nandanacharya. When Sriman Nityananda Prabhu was in a mood of separation from Krishna, so he wandered all over India looking for him until finally he came to Vrindavan. There, he heard that Krishna had already appeared in Navdvip Mayapur. The son of Nanda, Sri Krishna, had appeared as Gaurahari, the son of Sachi. Nityanand Prabhu, who is none other than Balaram himself, quickly came to Navdvip and started to live incognito in the house of Nandanacharya. Nandanacharya felt that his life had been fulfilled once he had laid eyes on Nityanand and gained the opportunity to serve him. Mahaprabhu knew of Nityanand's coming through a dream. He told the other devotees that Nityanand Prabhu had arrived in town and sent Srivas Pandit and Haridas Thakur out to look for him. These two searched through the entire town but could not find him anywhere. When Mahaprabhu heard from Srivas Pandit and Haridas Thakur that Nityanand was not in Navdvip, he slightly smiled in his omniscience and took the devotees with him to Nandanacharya's house. The devotees were astonished to behold a personality as effulgent as a million suns. In order to reveal Nityanand's true identity to all his devotees, Mahaprabhu signaled Srivas Pandit to sing a verse from the Bhagavatam. Barhapidam natavara vapuhu karnayo karnikaram Vibhradvasha kanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam Randhran vinor adharash sudhaya Purayan gopa vrindai Ravindranarayanam swapada ramanam pravishad Gita kirti. Krishna, whose glories are sung to the world by the cowherd boys, dressed as a dancing performer, a peacock feather decorating his top knot, Karnikara flowers behind his ears, a golden cloth covering his body, and a victory garland around his neck, entered Vrinda's forest, the pleasure garden of his auspiciously marked feet, while filling the hopes of his flute with the nectar of his lips. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.5. As soon as he heard this verse, Nityanand Prabhu uttered the words, Ha Krishna, and fainted, the 8 ecstatic symptoms manifesting in his body. Mahaprabhu became anxious to be reunited with his brother, and he clutched Nitai to his bosom while glorifying him to the assembled devotees. Sri Nandanacharya was fortunate indeed. Just look, Srinivas, this is his house. The Lord came to this house with all the devotees and found Nityanand sitting here in meditation. The devotees stood here gazing upon his incomparable beauty. Mahaprabhu hiding in the house of Nandanacharya. The local atheists started to plot against Mahaprabhu after having been beaten in debates by his talent and learning. They fabricated complaints and went to the local administrator. That day, when he returned home, Mahaprabhu started Sankirtan in order to put an end to the atheist blasphemous ways. However, on that day, Mahaprabhu noticed that he was not feeling the usual emotion in the divine names and made public his distress. Advaita Acharya gave the following reasons for his lack of ecstasy on that day. You have made Nityanand the keeper of the storehouse of love. You have deprived Srivas and myself of this love. On the other hand, you have given it to everyone else, even to those of the lower castes. So I have dried up the ocean of your prem. That is why you are not feeling anything today. When Mahaprabhu heard this, he decided that he could not bear to live another minute in a useless body devoid of prem, and so he went and jumped into the Ganges, intending to drown himself. Nityanand and Haridas immediately jumped in after him and pulled him out. Mahaprabhu then revealed to these two his intention to go and stay out of the sight of the other devotees for a while at the house of Nandanacharya. They were thus the only ones to know that he was there. The other devotees found no sign of Mahaprabhu anywhere and began to feel intense separation from him. Advaita Prabhu even undertook a fast. Meanwhile, Mahaprabhu sat down on the deity's throne in Nandanacharya's house and engaged its owner in various kinds of service. Mahaprabhu also instructed him not to tell anyone that he was at this place. But Nandan answered, You are the wealth of the devotees' hearts. The devotees are the ones who reveal you. How will you possibly be able to remain hidden from them? Indeed, the Lord was aware that the devotees were unable to tolerate the pain of his absence, and so he asked Nandanacharya to bring Srivas Pandit there. Srivas recounted to him that Advaita was extremely upset and that he was fasting. Mahaprabhu immediately accompanied Srivas to Advaita's residence, and when he saw him lying faint and weak on the floor, he felt himself to be a great offender. Advaita himself rose up from his faint and prayed the Lord again and again for forgiveness for his rash statements and asked that he be allowed a place at the Lord's lotus feet so that he could serve him birth after birth. Nandanacharya's participation in other Leelas. After taking sannyas in Katwa, when Mahaprabhu was brought to the house of Advaita in Shantipur by Nityanand's trickery, then Sachi and other residents of Navdvip came to see him there. Amongst these residents of Navdvip was Nandan Acharya. The year that Raghav Pandit first brought his famous bags of food, Raghavera Jhali, to Mahaprabhu in Puri, Nandanacharya also gave him some food preparations, which pleased the Lord greatly. Nandanacharya was also among those devotees whose invitations to lunch were accepted by the Lord at Puri. His name is also mentioned by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya when he described the Lord's devotees to King Prataparudra. Chaitanya Charitamrita 2.11.89. Nandanacharya was also amongst the participants in the nightly Kirtan at Srivas Angan and in the procession of the Qazi's house. In Puri, he participated in the cleaning of the Gundicha temple and the Narsingh temple and the Lord's bathing pastimes in Indradyumna Sarovar. He also took part in the feast in the Airtota Gardens and, of course, the Rath Yatra festival. Srila Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj, the founder of Gaudiya Sangha, and who has now entered the eternal activities of the Lord, constructed a temple at the site of Nandanacharya's house in Ishodhyan, Mayapur. The temple houses deities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. The date and place of Nandanacharya's appearance and disappearance are unknown. Thank you. Hare Krishna.